everybody doing today? Hi, Pixel. Welcome to the stream. Your Wi-Fi is bad this month. Does it vary from month to month? Because that's pretty interesting if that's the case. Now, this is gonna be very, chill today. Just very chill. My back still hurts. My, um, and, my brain just scattered, and I have a lot of art I have to do for the upcoming streams for both me and Andreas, and I want to see if I can squeeze out some character references in the meantime. Hi, that one guy with 62 subscribers. How are you doing today? Can you guys hear me all right? I certainly hope so. But we're gonna just do some relaxing stuff today. We just need a relaxing stream. Like this past Tuesday, for those of you who weren't aware, I did not stream. I threw my back out again. I don't know if you guys, if you're a regular viewer, I don't know if you guys remember. Back in April, I threw my back out right around Easter. I managed to do it again. So there's great success in that, you know. Well, I'm okay enough now that I can sit at my desk for at least an hour or two to do it. Kind of chill. It's Friday. It is indeed Friday. And I'm very happy. I've got very mixed feelings about it. Not because of anything bad Not because of anything bad. It's just well, I work for the Brown Shipping Company that I'm not gonna name the name of, but it's the brown one. And our peak season is starting, so I'm about to work a lot more. And they really moved my schedule around. So basically, at stream time during the week, so 8 p.m. EST, that's gonna be my new bedtime. That's gonna be my new bedtime. So I can't even, can't stream at 8 p.m. for the next few weeks. So I'm gonna have to try and stream like mid-afternoon to see if I could pull it off. I'd hate to cancel it. Please get started on the yaoi. Oh boy. Hi Ruruka, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever... You know, I do have some characters that are very gay. One of them's mine, one of them is my friend Austin's character. But I have to do some thumbnails before I do anything fun. But, like I said, I'm hoping I'm going to keep Friday streams at 8, but that really depends how tired I am. I'll know next week, but the Tuesday stream's probably going to be at, 3 in the afternoon. 3 to 6. I know it's a crazy difference. What are the goals today for doodling? I have to make a thumbnail for Andreas for his stream tomorrow. I have to make a thumbnail for an Amori stream and a thumbnail for Cult of the Lamb streams. For those who don't know, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, and on YouTube you need thumbnails. If you want anyone to come see your stream, you need thumbnails. So, got an example of what I'm doodling? Nope, I'm going off the cuff. Occasionally I do that. I have a general idea of what I want to do. He's playing Dead by Daylight, so I'm having him hide around this corner. I put the line here, but that's not gonna stay. It's gonna be, here, and he's gonna be, I'm scared. Gotta take care of a few things. Hopefully I'll be back. That's okay, that one guy. Hope to see you soon. Hi, Rare Gems. Oh, Cult of the Lamb, so cool. Also, exciting. Yes! Next. So, I had scheduled to stream Omori on Tuesday, and then I looked up how long the game is. Were you gonna say you've never done yaoi? I've never done yaoi. I've never drawn yaoi. I have drawn gay, but not anything sexual. But anyway, I was gonna say, I did schedule Omori for this year, but I'm thinking of pushing it back until the new year. Just because I looked up how long the game was. And it's a long one, so I think it'll be a good game to play in the new year. So I started Cult of the Lamb on the 12-hour stream, so I might as well finish it. So if you guys want to see the first part of me streaming it, check the last 2 hours of the 12-hour stream and you'll see it. You'll see Cult of the Lamb. But Pixel, I wouldn't say it's yaoi. It was very PG. Anyway, we gotta quickly sketch. Now, normally I have the habit of not showing my layers for stream because I like to show just the canvas. If that bothers you guys, I can show you the layers. It's just I never do. And I know some with I don't want to like say that there's a lot of people that are faking art right now because they don't want to get busted for doing AI art, but there are. But I'm doing this off the cuff. I do not believe in Gen AI. How do I want to do this? Okay, we can do... If we do it gripping the wall... in fear... Oh, I could do the... Hold on. This hand. That's not technically long enough. That's a very odd angle, but I'll fix it. Oh, hi Gabe. Welcome to the stream. I'm so close to getting the sing mode thing. Is that what you're saving up for, Jennifer? I just finished my 7-page backstory. Backstory for what? For the... Oh, you said you were doing a new D&D thing, right? Is that the backstory for it? Ignore this arm. I know it looks bad. I will re-sketch it in my second sketch. Kyrie's game. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Now, obviously, like I said, this is just a first sketch, just to get the shapes on the screen. Okay, first sketch down. Bear with me, I do like 3 sketches. Oops. Bigger pen. I have to do homework. Well, this is a great stream to do homework too, Jennifer. We aren't gonna be doing too much, just some drawing. It's great to have on in the background. 7 pages is ridiculous for a backstory. How long have you been working on that? Was it just today? At least from the stories I've read. What stories have you read, Pixel? What yaoi stories have I ever written that you've read? I'm assuming that's what you're going on for. What about? He's going to blow a gasket because he wanted it to be 5 pages. Stop! Today and another day. So 2 days. I mean, that's not bad. Is he actually gonna read it, though? Where's Herb? We need that. Herb promised that they'd write, what was it? I think it was Hero Brian and Andreas Yaoi, and I said I'd read it on stream. Hopefully. Okay. So my second sketch, I always add more details. Like, obviously it's not perfect. I work out the kinks on the third sketch. We need the leaf. This, like, this eye is, like, not good shaped. Let me move over so you guys can see it more. The neck. Let's work on this hand. So, if you're putting your finger to your mouth, your pointer finger's at the back, and then you have your, like that. Now bear with me, guys. I'm awful at hands. This is all just referencing myself in the mirror. Yeah, and I don't see the thumb at all. But I... Let me think. Hold on. That's a a really fat arm. Oh, it's okay, we'll fix this. Don't you have a hand modeler? It's put away. I packed it away in my art supply kit because I hadn't drawn for ages. Like, I still have it. It's just after, you know, all the stuff with the ex, I put a bunch of art stuff away since I stopped doing art. It's too big. I think the hand is fine. Fine sized, anyway. But the clothing is too big. Although I like the big fluffy sleeves. Is that realistic? You know what? Actually, it is it's a little weird. I think I'd have to pull the hand out a little bit. Right. Yeah, I think it's just because it's weird. It's just a weird shape. Saw an ad for Wicked. I'm excited. I think it looks good. Thanks, Jennifer. I haven't seen any of the ads for Wicked, but I did see someone break through the line of paparazzi and security and grab on to Ariana Grande and what's her name? Cynthia, I think her name is. Like, whip that man away from her. I'm like, damn, that's really impressive. And then sweat drop, sweat drop, sweat drop. And then now you're gonna find while watching me draw, I draw things in a really weird order. I've been told that so much. It's just weird. Like, there's times where I start drawing, like, when I start lining, I'll do it by the hands first. I don't know. I don't know. I want to get better at drawing. And the only way that's going to happen is if I actually keep drawing. The only drawings that I've really been doing these last few months were 4 thumbnails. So I think it's really good that I'm working more towards it. But I used to draw all the time. All the time. But because of certain people, I stopped. But I'm trying to get back into it. So give me the will to get back into it, guys. Because I want to get back into it. Alright. Ooh, we gave him many thigh. Hi, spectator. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I feel like these eyes are way too far apart, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it all. The apple. The shirt. This is blocked. 6k HP and Mabby now. That's crazy. It's crazy. Now, I don't know much about Dead by Daylight, so I'm gonna look up killers from it, and I'm gonna paste one in the back so I can reference it. Killers. What killer should I do? Who plays Dead by Daylight, and what killer should I draw? Or try to draw? First one to name a killer, that's who it's gonna be. And then this is where I find out no one knows any of the killers from DBD. Ken Kaneki. Okay, Kaneki it is. Oh, wait, let's see. Is there an in-game model of him? There's not. That's fine. I used to draw Kaneki when I was younger. I could probably get away with it. I'm trying to expand the image so that I can copy it for a reference. It's not letting me. There we go. That's who's gonna be in the background. Alright, now let's do sketch number 3. Which is where I start using a pen tool and darker colors. Or Wesker if Andreas likes Resident Evil. I don't think he's ever played it. I feel like we've had this conversation before, and I don't think he's played it before. I made his face really wide. Or maybe I don't... I'm so used to drawing in the chibi style because that's all I've been drawing recently for like emotes and stuff. So like, by the way, if you guys are subscribed on Twitch, you get some of these emotes. God damn, sis can draw. I try! I certainly try. I think I can sketch pretty good. It's just everything else I'm kind of mid at. I'm not good at coloring. I'm not good at line art. Eye's not nearly as big as the other one. Let's see. Baby boy's got a round face. Let's bring that ear in a little bit, actually. Thank you, spectator. And thank you, Raruku. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you. And then the finger. Out. Okay, see, that's a much better hand than the sketch that I started with. Still not fantastic, but it's a lot better than it was. Let's, there, and there's the thumb. Let's come back up here. Do the hair. And then let's shrink this hat because I always start, when I start drawing, like the first sketch always has a gigantic head. And it's only by like the third sketch, the second sketch I usually just re-sketch what I did. And then by the third sketch, that's when I make the head more proportional. It's a frog, guys. That's also an apple. And then because it's Clip Studio, I have all of these funny, you guys can't really see it, but I have all these funny like manga elements. I'm guaranteed there's gonna be a scared one, and I might add it in for a funny. Hi, Elmer! How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I think this is my first drawing stream since I've started streaming again, which is crazy. And I haven't done a karaoke stream yet. I'd like to do a karaoke stream. No, it's like this when they're terrified, right, with the lines. What you doing today? I'm just drawing. I've got a bunch of thumbnails to draw. Let's see. Now, you guys are going to catch a glimpse of some of the other things I've drawn just because I need to pull up his reference page because I try to use the exact same colors. Back when I first started drawing digitally, I would use colors that looked similar enough. Like, I had reference pages for like so many of my characters, but I never bothered remembering the colors or using them. I would just use colors that looked, oh yeah, that looks similar enough. But I'm trying really hard to stick to like the same colors for my characters. If I keep drawing, I really want to get back into doing animation again, because I really enjoyed learning to animate, and I'd like to continue to learn how to animate. And for those of you who were around on the channel back when I streamed last time, I really desperately wanted to make my own animated show. And like, my art style's not good enough for it, but if I keep working on it, I might be able to pull it off one day. I'm gonna pull his arm out a little bit so it's not hiding directly under it. Now, I'm not gonna give a crap about this hand too much, just because it's down here. Where is Honey? Andreas is at a Friendsgiving party right now. We were going to stream Split Fiction today, but he forgot that he was invited to this party, so he kind of accidentally stood me up. But it's fine. Well, it's not really his fault, rather. It's the party was supposed to be... Tomorrow the party was supposed to be, but they changed it to today. Sister, you do it is anime romance right now. The romance anime I'm watching right now is Kimi ni Todoke. And hold on, let me look at what Jennifer redeemed sing mode. Alright, guys. I think it's for 5 minutes. So for the next 5 minutes of stream, everything I say is going to be done in a sing-song voice. I pulled up my calculator, but I meant to pull up a clock. So there's that. We're clocking. Alright, so starting... Now we're gonna sing in a singy voice for the next 5 minutes. While we draw Andreas's thumbnail for tomorrow. Now, don't mind me. I'm gonna do this and... Okay, so we got our first sketch. Or not our first sketch, it's more like our third sketch. Sorry, I forgot about it for a second. It's gonna be our third sketch done for Andreas. And now we're gonna draw Kaneki in the background, since that's who Gabe chose. So let me shove Kaneki down below and move him over here, so I don't need him right big and bold. I say that if she messes up, she has to restart. It hasn't even been a minute yet, Jennifer. You're only the second person to redeem this, so I forget it exists. Have you been saving up for it this whole time? Okay, let's draw Kaneki. Now, I'm gonna have to get another reference for him, I think. But we'll start with this. Okay. Another layer. We'll draw Kaneki in red. Where is my marker tool? It's here somewhere. Of course I have. That's really funny. Sister, you play game as Peak. I have played Peak before on stream, but I also play it all the time with Andreas. Okay, so now we're gonna draw Kaneki. This is just gonna be very rough. I'm not even sure where to begin with him. Maybe just peeking around the corner. I think that would be funny. I think that would be really funny. Maybe we can draw Leon Kennedy in the background as well. I think that would also be funny. Okay. Kaneki, Kaneki. You got a normal ear, Kaneki. Let's see. He's got big anime hair. Not that big like that, but like emo. And he's got the mask on. Right now, we're gonna do this, and the mask has got the creepy ass teeth and the valves. Let's do that and that. It didn't work. Weird. I don't know why it wouldn't be working unless the bot isn't working. And then he's got the collar, tall collar, I think. I don't have a reference for his front, so this is just gonna be very rough. I hate that. It's gonna be very rough until I pull up another reference. Arm. Grabbing onto wall. Maybe. No, you know what? We're not gonna do the wall grab. But we will... How do I want to do this? This is difficult. It's crazier that neither of the bots did it, Jennifer, because they both have it enabled just in case, and I didn't disable them. Let's see. So we got the head, we got the neck, and the shoulders and torso to Kaneki. Let me put it in my brain for a second so I can think about it. Do we want him peeking around the corner? Do we want him peeking around the corner? We'll keep him peeking around the corner. Let's put his hand up here so that he's extending his shoulder like that. And then bringing the other arm down here. And then torso. Okay. I think he's got 4. Or is it only 2? I think it's 4. I think it's 4. Dare I add more? Tentacles. That's not what they really are. No, very rough. And this is just gonna be Leon Kennedy in the background, standing like, bro, what's happening? Then we're gonna put LK and sing mode. It's been 6 minutes, so we can stop. Where FBI your location right now, baby? FBI you job. I'm not gonna work at the FBI. No job application for the FBI. I'm weak. I am weak. No FBI here. Alright, I am gonna have to pull up another reference of Kaneki. Like, I've got this one, but it doesn't show his front. So let me see if there's one with the front. Okay, there is. Let me throw it up on this screen. You know, I used to make fun of people who had, like, 3 monitors. And then I discovered how difficult it can be to stream with only 2. And back in 2019, I did this on 1 monitor, so God knows how I managed to do it then. Oh my gosh. Alright, Kaneki, let's see, you've got your eye patch. Ugh. Let me get a smaller one. Because I'm like... He's got the eye patch. He's got the mask. It's been so long since I've seen anything Tokyo Ghoul related. That used to be my jam. Used to be my jam! He's got these things. Now this is gonna be very, very rough because it's my style. I've never really drawn characters. I'm not very good at drawing new characters. I missed the singing already, Jennifer. You'll just have to save up for it next time. Or the anime voice, which I think is the same price. Okay. Eyebrow. Jawline. Ear. Color. So I know it's black. God, this is rough. Alright, we're gonna do the line down the center, but we're gonna, because it's all individual teeth on his mask, or rather, not. But yeah, whatever. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Anime voice is 500 points below. Well, there you have it! The anime voice that scares everybody away. Which is actually what makes it even funnier. Hello, Kaneki, that I can't draw. Hello, Kaneki Ken, that I still can't draw. This is a character that I'd have to draw for ages in order to master. Oh, I should have just grabbed the model for it and just, like, moved it around. I think think that would have done me a much bigger favor. But of course, I'm going extra on this. Of course, I'm going extra on this. Because I'm crazy! I'm absolutely nuts! And then he's got this. Bruh. Bruh. If you can't tell, I'm not much of a... artist. Not a fan artist. The only characters I can draw moderately well are the ones that I've designed myself. Let's see. He's got like a vest thing. And buttons, it looks like. And then he's got the short sleeves. That sleeve is fudging awful. Can't draw any, so you're doing better than me at least. Everyone can draw. And everyone starts somewhere. I've never really been a big fan artist. I always preferred to draw my own characters. I feel like I should have brought this further down. This is rough. Because I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Because all the references that I see for the DVD, Kaneki are dark. Let me see if I can find another one for the outfit. Because they're all dark. There's a lot of gifts. Obviously they're gonna be dark. It's Dead by Daylight. It's supposed to be a horror game. I know he's got the tall neck collar, at the very least. Let's see, Kaneki can. I can draw just not living things, except for butterflies. You can't draw butterflies? Okay, just looking up Kaneki isn't helping either, bro. Why is my life difficult? Why is this my life? I just need a slightly better reference. Okay. I got it. We're gonna erase all that. I'm gonna erase all that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be a strap now. Because that's what it looks like in this. I don't know what it is. That's what it looks like in this art piece that I'm looking at. I can draw butterflies, kind of. I mess up a lot, though. I can't draw butterflies. There's very few things that I can draw. Very few. And it drives me crazy, because I'm like, what's the point of being an artist if you can't actually draw anything? Except for characters that you design. And even then, they take months for me to get the hang of. New character? Nah. You're gonna take almost a year to learn how to draw it properly unless you draw obsessively over them. It's crazy. It drives me crazy. One question is, I am VTuber. I am his VTuber 14. Wait. Are you asking whether you should be a VTuber or not, Elmer? Because I'm sure you can be a VTuber at any age, but a lot of the VTuber community is 18 plus. So I'd be very careful. Very, very careful with anything you're doing if you want to become a VTuber. If anything, I would recommend you wait at least a year or two, just so that you're safe. Not saying that anything's gonna happen to you, but like, I think you'll find more enjoyment in the community if you wait a year or two. I need a reference for anything I draw unless it's like mountains or something, but those are just triangles in my styles anyway. See, I can't do backgrounds either. Like literally, I can draw my characters. That's it. I can draw my characters. That's it. Just my characters. I've experimented over the years. It's just not. I struggle. Gosh, this is rough. I'm having a rough time drawing Kaneki. No, not that. Let's do it that way. I think that's how it's supposed to go. And then like that. I'm not good at drawing male characters either. Male characters are the bane of my existence. Like that, does that even look like him at all? It don't. It do not. I feel like I should bring this arm in more. Kind of figure out how to draw eyes. I wish... Oh, I don't want to say I wish, because then people would be like, okay, well then why don't you work on it? Because you can totally do it. Everybody can draw. In some capacity or the other. You just have to practice. But that's my problem. Even when I practice, I don't get better at certain things. I made a mistake. I went into the shadow mission where you need to collect rusty weapons and didn't do that. Now I'm only able to do 1 damage at a time. Youchies. Struggling on the Mabinogi already. And then tentacle, 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 and God, maybe I should just scrap the Leon Kennedy idea. DVD. I forgot the zipper on his mouth, but I don't think it's that important. Where's that emo hair? What if I just draw him like a stick man in the back and just give him like his hair? Boom, it's Leon Kennedy right here, guys. Like, boom. Welcome to my channel. Leon Kennedy. Leon S. Kennedy. Oh my gosh. This is funny. I don't know. Jacket. Like, yeah, guys, I'm Leon Kennedy. Everybody plays me. I'm everybody's main. I'm in at least one game that you play every day because I'm everybody's main. Which is true. Every single time I've played DBD, which is very rarely. He's always in the game. For eyes, I use trapezoids as base and then make it rounded, then add eyelashes and the pupils and stuff. I had this use the same strat I did for our interim Hika run. I can show you how I draw eyes. Hold on, Jennifer. Hold on. So basically, depending which character I'm drawing, I usually start with like a shape like this. It depends what style. So like I have a more serious style, so I do like an almond shape for the eye, and then I add the eyelashes, which are just little squiggles like this. My problem isn't really drawing the eyes, it's the coloring of them. And then I use not really a circle shape, but more of an oval shape. And then a circle shape inside that. And then you draw the folds in the eye, and then the eyebrow. Like, this is how I'd like to draw my eyes more often, but I don't typically draw with this style. So for my persona's eyes, I draw an arch, add an eyelash on the end, and draw ovals, and just, I don't even use pupils for that. For my chibi eyes, I just completely get rid of the eyelashes and just do bigger like that. It's just like that. Like bang, boom, bing bang boom. Occasionally I'll do more eyes like it really depends my characters, because my characters all have different eye shapes. Like here let's shove some drawings on the screen so I can show you what I mean. Art folder, characters, or at the very least I try to have my characters to have different faces. I'm so scared of having like the same face syndrome where all the characters have the same exact face. Like, that's one of my worst fears. I'm trying to find a good drawing. I have a bunch of... Okay, here. So I did this a few years ago. So this is my character cat. She just has like very wide eyes, but I draw her. She's a child, and then this is her dad. This is really old, and I did not export this at a high quality. Let's see. Like I give her sharp eyes. I give her rounded eyes. I give Esther like narrower eyes. Don't even get me started on Vin. Vin's face is really weird. Let me see if I have any drawings of Vin on this computer. I don't think I do. Here is... Oh, here. Here's my character that I played in a TTRPG. His name's Sticky. He's got some weird eyes. But I like I said, I like to... vary my character's designs. Like... Here's some of this yaoi that Pixel was quoting earlier. Like, here's my character, Kato. He's got, like, very... uses eyeliner. And, like, I try to stick to the same style as of eyes with him, like, every time I draw him. I drew this one the other day while trying... Like I said, I'm trying to get back into drawing. So there's that. But then you can come up to my character... Jax, who I try to give very big eyelashes for because it fits her character design the most. And then I have not that character, not that character. Ugh, I don't have enough. I haven't drawn a lot recently, so like I have none of like any of my characters on this computer except for the ones that I've really shown. Here's my D&D character, Turcheap. They've got different eyes. Gosh, I have like no art on my computer. And it feels like such a shame. Like, how can I say I am an artist when I barely have anything? It drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. I've got some art from fan fictions that I've drawn. Like here is... So if you guys didn't know, I write fan fiction. Here is a drawing I drew for one of the chapters of my fan fiction. Really liked how I drew this as well. I think I did a really good job. And it's also the very different eyes. Can you guys tell what who the fanfiction's about? Sister, 2 questions. Is dev right now? Is dev actually hard? Is being a game dev hard? I'd have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, so let's give Kaneki and Leon Kennedy another sketch. Guys, we've been live for 45 minutes and I've not even finished drawing yet. Usually I rush drawings, so I finish them really quick. I don't know why this one's taking me so long. I think it's because you guys are looking at me. It's making me nervous. So I'm gonna block Kaneki's hair. Wrong layer. I'm gonna block Kaneki's hair into different parts for this sketch. Just because it'll be easier. Oh, you're leaving, Elmer? Okay, thanks for stopping by. You have a good day. Good day for you. I look at the clock every time Elmer comes in because I'm like, well, Elmer's in a different time zone than me. I'm pretty sure he's pretty much reversed in time. So we blocked Kaneki's hair. Pull up the mask. Weird ass valve. Okay. And then we have the eye patch on this eye. And then we have that extend over this way. You can't tell, I don't draw creepy. I'd love to draw creepy. Oh my gosh! Would I love to draw creepy? But No matter what I do, it just turns out too cute. Teeth. Never had to draw teeth like this before. He's got the zipper on his mask as well. So never had to draw a zipper either. You guys can hear the background music. I'm sorry. I put on the free stuff so that I can have something on in the background without everyone yelling at me. And by everyone, I mean respective streaming services, the purple and the red one. I really want to get like 1,000, I think they're followers on TikTok. I want to get 1,000 followers on TikTok so I can start streaming there as well. Though I don't really like TikTok. I think it'd be really great for our growth of a community if we started streaming to there as well. Although I have no idea. I don't like that. I have no idea how TikTok live goes. I would follow you there, but I sadly... It's not sadly, Jennifer. I don't think it's worth the time. Like, I know so many people that can't watch long-form content now because of TikTok, and I do not want to be one of them. Like, I don't have it installed on my phone. I literally only made an account on my computer. I refuse to get it on my phone. Specifically because I know I will be on it just endlessly scrolling. And I don't want to do that. That's why I uninstalled Facebook, because I would just endlessly scroll. Now I just endlessly scroll through Twitter. Ugh. I never get anywhere. I do that on YouTube anyways, so... I will occasionally do it on YouTube, but, like, on Facebook, I had my For You page, like, on par with my exact interests. So, like, I would just spend hours just watching videos there because they'd all be related to what I like. So there's, like, a lot of goth stuff, a lot of knitting stuff, a lot of cozy games and dating sims and vampires, and I'm just like, it's sucking me into its trap, and I need to get out, bruh. I need to get Pinterest so I can scroll there, too. See, Pinterest is just all AI slop now. Like, I never really used it back when, which is good, just because of the AI slop of it is. All right, come on, Leon Kennedy. Let's do your do up. Yeah, I'm Leon Kennedy, and I approve this message. Is this the best Leon Kennedy you guys have ever seen, or like what? Like, obviously it's the best. You don't need to answer. Oh, yeah. Best Leon Kennedy. Guys, please kill me. Please spare me from this pain that I've brought upon myself. I should've just done what I've been doing with his live streams and just give him, like, a thumbnail just over a banner of the game and just called it there. Forgot to draw this hand. Definitely the best. Make Pinterest great again. 90% of all pictures are IA now, so it's kind of sad. I don't know if Pinterest was ever really great, to be honest. What? Oh my gosh, excuse me. Even back when I would use Pinterest, and I say used very lightly because I tried looking on Pinterest for drawing refs back when I first started drawing, and I could never find exactly what I wanted, so I just freaking looked on Google anyway and found it easier. Like, forbid I try to support a company instead. Like, man, I'll just go support Google. Thank you, Jennifer. Pretty bad, but at least it wasn't terrible. Now it's pretty terrible. Yeah, it definitely decreased in quality. Okay. Alright, guys. Alright. So we've got our final sketches for both. Now we line. I want to move Andreas over more to the right before I start lining. Ah! Okay. I should have used my pen. Because that was funny. Okay. I clicked off by accident. Alright, so let's move him over a little bit. Boom. Love Leon's legs. Bro don't got legs. He skipped leg day. Bro skipped leg day. And no one will know who it is either, so that's what makes it better. They're gonna be like, who's that random dude on the corner there? Surprise! It's Leon Kennedy. Alright, so let's start with Andreas. Let's line him first. Do I want to do a textured pen today, or do I want to do a smooth pen? I'm feeling some texture today. Alright, let's start with the hat. Nope. Bear with me, guys. It's always my first line that I do this. There you go. If it's not perfect, I'll redo it over and over again until it's perfect. I want that to curve in less. There. Boom! First part done. I think I should make the hat a little more frog-like, so I'm gonna put... And then our stem and our leaf. So I'm pretty sure my backstory was read, but he never messaged me on it, so I'm now slightly worried. Don't worry, you'll get an earful from him soon. Like, I told you I only want it to be 5 pages. What is this garbage? He's French, so he says things funny. Oh, he's French-Canadian. He'd say it the English way. What is this rubbish? It is too long. It belongs in the rubbish bin. I ain't reading that. Actually, it'd be really funny. So fun fact, if you ever feel the desire to draw Andreas, I always draw him with really thick eyebrows because he's got a really thick set of eyebrows. To go eat, might be back later depending on how I'm feeling. Okay, Jennifer, enjoy your dinner. To be fair, he asked for a page, but another player gave him a half page and he said it was one of the best. I think he's just biased. Thanks, Jennifer, for stopping by. Hope to see you soon. Which we know he is biased. He's done it to you before. Let's... Let's get that in there. I think my favorite part of the drawing is the hair. I'd like it more if I did it the way I used to do hair. Maybe I'll try and draw hair like that again, because that was always fun. Oops. Oops. Let's see. I am not expecting to hear from any of my friends on stream today. Just because of Friendsgiving. And that's okay with me. I love their support. But I always feel bad. Because I'm like, it's Friday night, my dudes. Why are you here? I feel so bad. Why are you here? You're wasting your time watching me. Ooh, ooh, I'm cooking. My heated blanket is cooking me. Should really turn it off. but I think it's the only thing keeping my back going. Oh yeah, that little bump out was just a perfect idea. I was like, but it actually makes it look more like a hand, I think, instead of a series of hot dogs attached to a stick. Triangle. Goodbye, heated blanket. We're turning you off because I need to not be frying right now. Oop. Okay. Now we're gonna struggle getting this part of it. Okay, that might be fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, so we got that. Got that. Alright, let's continue on. Let's do the rest of the arm while I'm at this. There's a new Albie dungeon where the goal is to clear it in the shortest time possible. It's so boring. It's not even fun. Is it, like, hard? I always feel like I feel, ugh! It's because I always think about, freaking my sweatshirts and how they fit on me, but I got short arms. At least, I wear men's sweatshirts, so my arms are short compared to that. They do, like, no damage, but are bullet sponges. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, let's get that arm done. Sling in with the sweatshirt. I don't like that line. Okay, that's better. I need to get better at drawing clothing. At least it's recognizable as clothing. But I want to get better at drawing, like, folds and stuff. I'm gonna start watching the art tutorials again. Okay. Measure, finish the leg off. Oh, and then draw a line over, because there's a divide. Okay, alright, now let's go with the other half. Problem with it is that the game expects you to run it 3 times a day, which is painful. Backup channel. Gartic phone? No Gartic phone. Just drawing. Does it say Gartic phone? No Gartic phone. It's just me drawing today. Did I upload the wrong thumbnail? No. I just realized a lot of people... There's been a lot of deleted messages, and I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Alright, continue. Alright, whoop. Not a good line there. Continue. Oop, nope, don't like that. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's probably the best I'm gonna get. Okay, let's do the inner. I know you don't know much magic items, but what magic item would you say is good for a bard? Magic items? Like, aren't the instruments magic items? Honestly, I guess if they had to have a weapon, I'd choose a staff of some kind, I feel. I feel like a staff would work the most. Might sneeze. I'm feeling a sneeze brewing. Drawing men is very interesting. They're magical instruments, but I'm playing a songbird, so mostly singing. Wish me luck on that. Good luck, Gabe. Hi, Mission. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Long time no see. And may I just say, rip to our work together that I shall not name. Let's see. Get that line in there. Get that line in there. Oh, I'm baking. I'm baking. But I will not be able to stream without this heating pad on. I'm already dying. My back's already dying. Got that. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that everything? Did I line it all? Oh! Oh! Yep. Heard about everything and you're... Wait, hold up. Why are you sorry? I'm a little confused on the... Is it just because it ended, or... Did you hear something else? If it's just because it's ended, it is what it is. Like, it's not like we've really done anything with it for a while now. It's weird to not have something to do anymore in the evenings. I will say that. Yeah, I'm gonna miss working with you in the group. Alas. I think I'm just gonna end up focusing more on streaming in my own video content, I think. I'd like to make some Minecraft roleplays, so I'd like to get into that as well. It just means I have to focus my attention elsewhere from now on. But, like, genuinely, I'm not too upset about it. I feel like it's been a long time coming. As bad as it is to say that, it's just, I feel like it's just been a long time coming. Because of my pen shape, it's all oval. It's so funny. Okay, so that's good. Alright, guys, we got that half of it done. Now we gotta get the other half. Dead by Daylight! Kind of doing that as well. I haven't really worked with the other for a while now. Yeah. I've been posting a lot of shorts since then. That's what I'm playing right now. You're always playing Dead by Daylight. When are you not playing Dead by Daylight? That's what I want to know. Like every night I log on to Steam and I just see Mission is playing Dead by Daylight. I'm like, everything is right in the world when Mission is playing Dead by Daylight. Okay, now I did that on the Kaneki layer, didn't I? Oh no, I did it on the right layer. Alright, now we have to line Kaneki. Yippee, mother trucker. Started to play modded Minecraft. I like Minecraft. I've been trying to get Andreas to play with me, but he gets bored. We'll play it for like one night and be like, yeah, I'm done. Makes me sad because I can literally play it for like when I was on vacation, I played it every single day. I probably played 30, maybe 40 hours of Minecraft that week of my vacation. It was crazy. I have not really touched it since. But on the note of DBD, Andreas is going to be streaming it tomorrow, which is why I have to make him a thumbnail. Hence me drawing Kaneki Ken at 9 o'clock at night on a Friday. You ever want to play anything? I'm always free. Oh, thank you, Mission. I think I'm on 2 of your servers. I left the zoo server, but that's just because I never spoke in there anymore. And people only ever invited Andreas to hang out and never me. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I always felt like ignored when I did join the calls. Which is fine. Like, obviously, I don't need to be the center of the attention or anything. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I didn't make as many friends as I thought working in that particular group that I still won't, that I still won't name just in case I'm not allowed to. I erased my, I erased. But it's okay. A lot of them were probably too young. It's weird. It's a little weird to hang out with people so much younger. Which is probably why I didn't feel like I fit in. I do wish I made friends with the big boss, though. Because he is my age or close to it. And I feel like we might have good personality meshes. But it's too late now! My time is done. Blocking. Come on, curve that. Kaneki with all the hair, Kaneki. I haven't drawn hair like this in a long time. Why am I putting so much effort into this? Why I'm putting so much effort into a Kaneki, I do not know. Come on. Am I a friend? I'd consider you a friend. I don't think we hang out a lot, but whenever we do hang out, we get along pretty well. And that's not saying it lightly either. Like, I don't even consider Jay really my friend because we never talk. Kaneki, why? Why? If you guys can't tell, I'm struggling. And my hands are sweaty. I'm warm. I'm so warm. Never let your viewers pick which DVD killer they want you to draw, because they will pick the hardest one possible. Note to self. Although I don't ever foresee this happening again, because I don't play DVD. This doesn't, it hardly even looks like Kaneki just because of my art style is not similar at all. I gotta sneeze. If I sneeze, I'm sorry, guys. I've been really sneezy today. And yesterday. I've been really sneezy these last few days. Someone must be talking shit about me. That's all I'm saying. With how often I've been sneezing. try and line the teeth differently than I sketched them. Just because I'm curious to see if I can make them look better. Again, why am I putting so much effort into this? It's just gonna be a thumbnail for one stream. What am I doing? What am I doing? Someone talk me out of this insanity before I go crazy. One stream does not warrant very high quality thumbnail. Or at least high quality coming from me, rather. Yet here I be! That line's getting on my nerve. There we go. No. Wait, whoa. That changed one of these lines down here? What the heck? See, I was curving it at the bottom. I'm like, that doesn't quite look right. But if I curve it at the top, like it's the gums. Let's see how that turns out. Yeah, that definitely adds to the eeriness of the mask, I think. See, guys, I experiment in the middle of line art like a dumb nut. When I could have just done this in a 4th sketch. But no. Yours truly is crazy. Oh, wait. How? Half. Nards. I think I did it straight down and then curve. And then straight down and curve. Straight. These teeth are a lot bigger. Straight down, then curve. Straight down, curve. Fix some of those. Curve. Oh, hand cramp. Man, this is only the first project that I had planned to get done today and my hand's already cramping. What is this garbage? What is this complete and utter garbage that is hand cramping? Ooh. Ooh, did you guys hear that? Did you hear me just crack my knuckles just then? That was crazy. Alright, let's draw his eye now. Let's get this. Alright, that's good. That's good. There. Shaking out my hands. Give me a second. They're hella cramping right now. It's because I didn't expect to do so much drawing for a thumbnail. Usually I'm a completely lazy bastard and just take a screenshot of the game and superimpose myself on it. But I decided to have some fun. And I say fun, but I've been struggling this whole damn time. Now I gotta figure out how to draw these fingers better. Because I was struggling with them on the sketch. And Kaneki's fingers were a pretty big deal, at least in the first season. Make sure I give the black nail polish. Because he was like nutso, cracking his fingers. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any other Tokyo Ghoul except like the original stuff. Might have been 2 seasons, but I'm pretty sure it was only 1. That is an awful nail. They go to the tips, dude. I don't know how I was gonna go about drawing the rest of this hand. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Sort of. Sort of. Sort of makes sense. Sort of makes sense? We'll leave it. I don't care if it only sort of makes sense. Got that. Come down here. Did I move the sketch, the wall bar over? Because I do not remember obviously I did not sketch up to it. So I'm a little confused. Oh, this is so messy. Why did I choose textured line art? Because this is also going to be a pain in the cheeks to color. You guys need to learn to talk me out of these decisions. That's all I'm saying. Like, hey, Ave, last time you drew with a textured brush, you had to go and color it by hand instead of paint tool because, the texture cock blocks the fill tool. That's your guys' job now. You gotta tell me right from wrong. You are now the angel on my shoulder. When it comes to doing bad things, I got a message. Oh gosh, I got a message. Oh gosh. Who is it? Kendall, how tall are you? What an odd question to ask me at this exact moment. 5'3". What an odd question. I feel like I should do more line stuff here. Okay, so we got that part of Kaneki done. They're shit-talking me. They gotta be shit-talking me at Friendsgiving. What is this shit? Oh, wait, hold on. It was way too fat. Better. Now, I made these above 2 really curly, but I'm gonna change that. Except for this bottom one. Because they come from his ass. If I remember right. They come in his ass direction. Skinnier. Skinnier. Too skinny. Better. Slay Queen. Slay. Okay. Now, do we keep Leon Kennedy here or do we scrap him? These are the important questions. Do we keep Leon Kennedy? Because this be him. Wait, why didn't I get an alert for that? Why was there no sound alert for that? What the cheese? What the cheese? Thank you, Mission, for the bits. I don't know why there was no sound alert for it. But I'm gonna be beat. Never mind. Never mind. It's here now. It just scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I spoke too soon. Scared the crap. You gotta keep him, right? Oh, we gotta keep Leon Kennedy. We have to. All right, I guess we're keeping Leon Kennedy. Let's give him some line art. I'm gonna have to make the pen smaller because it's the size of his face. All right, Leon. Your emo fringe that I over-exaggerated because it's funny. Well, you have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your stream. And add a med kit. What do med kits look like? Thanks, Mission. You have a great night. I haven't even thought of a background yet outside of Leon Kennedy. Like, guys, should I torture myself more? Should I torture myself more and make the wall a brick wall? Like, whoa. Just a lunchbox with a plus on it. Okay, fair enough. Leon Kennedy, you're gonna be holding a lunchbox with a plus on it. Highest quality Leon Kennedy out there in the world. Highest quality. All 2 pixels. That'll show up on stream. Just make it the pigs map. That one sucks. I don't know what map that is! Send me the link. Send me a link to it. Thanks, Mission, for the bits. I forgot to turn off the jump scares from Halloween. Why is there Santa hats on the bits? Why are there Santa hats on the bits? It's not Christmas yet. Thanks, Mission. Have a good night. Oh my gosh. You won't be holding a lunchbox. It makes sense if it was on the side. With the red cross on it. It's more like the Chevy logo, but we're gonna go with it. It's a Chevy lunchbox, guys. What? See, I could be looking at the chat and seeing all of this, but I react to it live because I'm evil to myself. Sent you a picture instead. Thank you, Mission. Let's see. That's disgusting. Let's do it. Still a brick wall, though. Alright, guys. We got our characters on par. Now, let's erase. Wait, what's that noise? Is that the background song? Sounds like cicadas. I'm like, it's way too cold for cicadas now. Cicadas be gone for the year now. That hand looks awful, but we're gonna ignore that and hope no one... You like Saw, right? I tried watching the first Saw movie. It was a little slow in the beginning. I never finished it, but I don't think it's because it was slow. I think I never finished it. I don't know why I never finished it. I was about to make a shit ton of excuses, but no, I haven't finished it. There's literally no reason why I didn't finish it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I saw a writing tip that says if you put a warm color on the background of the characters you're gonna color, it gives them a much better vibe. Better palette. So we're gonna try this out today, and only today, unless it turns out really good. And obviously I'm gonna have to go through and I'm gonna have to color all the spare boo-boos. Dish boo-boos. Especially with Kaneki's teeth. Oh, Kaneki. You've caused me pain at every corner. The pig is from Saw 3? What? See, I wouldn't know that. I like horror movies, but I don't think I've seen very few classic ones. I should really change that. Instead of a Christmas movie marathon, I'm gonna do a horror movie marathon, which is more up my alley anyway. Okay, so that's not an eraser tool, that is white. Okay. What? Elbow! Curses! Okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. Clip Studio has this awesome feature where you can fill in with blank. Alright, now let's color in all these gaps. I don't even know why I decided to try this, because then now I'm gonna have to paint it. Now I'm gonna have to paint it! Hi, Samir. Hi, Andreas. If he's actually listening, I don't know, but he says hi. Thanks for popping in. Tell him I'm going to murder him because I accidentally went overboard on his thumbnail for tomorrow. So he's gotta be punished for it because it's his fault. I'm gonna sneeze again, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay, so we're just gonna color in all these little blah 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 blah. Do I really want to paint this? It's gonna take like another hour to paint it. And I've already been working on this for an hour and a half. Thank you. I don't even like Dead by Daylight. This hand is freaking awful, but I'm gonna keep ignoring it because I spent too much time on the other hands. I've passed on the message. Oh good, thank you, I appreciate it. Stupid Kaneki. Stupid Kaneki. Stupid Kaneki. Welcome to not relaxing art with me. Welcome to angry art. Because I've made bad choices. I make bad choices, and then I must suffer the consequences. I haven't even started on the background yet. Okay. Now I gotta fix Leon. Gotta fix his Chevy lunchbox. Is that everything? Oh, there's a little bit of a boo-boo there. What's this message? Alright! Got that base color done! Man, who was a jerk to say to make Kaneki? I wonder. I have to blow my nose or I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I'm gonna start working on the background. Since I apparently have to make the pig background, the pig map background, that's what I gotta make. So I get to draw some brick walls and some pigs hanging from some hooks, which I've seen IRL before. So I mean, alright, so how he's gonna do this? I think the best way to do this is to start with the bricks. Give me the rectangle. Yeah. Boom. Now, the pig map is very bluish by the looks of it, but I think the bricks are secretly a cream color. So we're gonna, probably not this dark, but we're gonna draw right over it so it's okay. Oh, I forgot to erase that orange circle. No problem. Guilty, guilty, guilty. There we go. Okay. Okay, now... Now we make bricks. Okay. I'm gonna do it in a really lazy way, like this. But whatever makes my life easier. Right. Whatever makes my life easier. I think it's easier to make bricks. I think it's easier to make bricks for a preschool classroom wall than it is to draw them. I hate this. It looks awful. We come up with secondary idea. Okay, we make, boom. 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 That's not even. Oh. Boom. Boom. That is good enough. Boom. I am nothing but lazy when it comes to certain things. Oh no. Better. Okay! Let the laziness commence. We love being lazy. Lazy people are secretly geniuses. Because they know how to work smart. Can't even see it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This was such a great idea, man! This looks so much better than me drawing all the bricks. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't look great, but it's so much better than me drawing all the bricks. Okay, bang bang boom, we got a brick wall. Brick wall. Alright, now let us... Like I said, the pig map is very blue from the screenshot Gabe sent me, so I'm gonna be drawing... I'm gonna be shading with blue. Let's move the shading over a little bit. Is that how I want to do it? Is that how I want to do it? Make it a darker color, maybe. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oops. Why is that so hard? And then I'm gonna add the hardness there. Okay, alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Not actually gonna draw a piggy on the meat hook because I feel like that's gonna be way too much. But I could steal this picture that Gabe sent me and put it in. Oops. Leon Kennedy has to be standing on the floor by the meat hook. Leon on a meat hook, then? How am I supposed to hang? My bro's hanging from the meat hook. Wait, hold on. We'll put him up here. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, in hindsight, I think I need to make this wall a lot bluer. That works like instantly, okay? That was perfect. That was like perfect. Okay, now we color our characters. Let's start with the Andreas. Gotta pull up his ref. Ref page, ref page, ref page, ref page. I said I was gonna paint it, but I don't want to. Because I've already spent so much time on this. Can I just fill this? Yeah, that's right. I'm lazy. I'm lazy as shit, bruh. I'm like, I don't even need to really color it that crazy because I can't. It's gonna, you're not even gonna see the real colors. Because I'm gonna do a blue over it. Oop. Green. Green, green. And then at the, I could probably change the, hold on. Got an idea. Let's make it darker than that. More blue. Let's make it more blue. Okay, this could work. This could work, my dudes. Me have idea now. Oops. Me has idea. I'm still gonna have to fill in all these gaps. Curses. Curses. And khakis. Oops. I'm gonna keep doing that. Leaf. Leaf? Ah, just close it out. Psych. Brown. Or stick. Brown for stick. Now we need dark brown for hair. Okay, now we fix the coloring. Which isn't really that bad, honestly. Weird in some places it's fixable. Pretty easy fixable. Always make the eyebrows dark and thick. Ooh yeah. Baby's got big eyebrows. I know I gotta fix that hair because I messed up. Boop, boop. Okay, white. Oh, white. Back to skin color. So many gaps to fill. Okay. This hand. It's fine. The purple hides the blue very well, so I don't know if there's any gaps on the blue. I mean on the purple. But I don't care. either. What is this? I think I'll do darken for this one, but let me fix this ugly shit right here up. Bang. Alright, Mr. Kaneki, it is your turn. Bro has white hair. Not gonna look white because of the overlay. Oops. Okay, we've created an additional problem. I have solved the additional problem. Got all the hair. Sure, why not? And then everything else is black. Black. Black, 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 black. I can't remember. Are his eyes red? I feel like his eyes are red, but I don't remember. It's been so long. Obviously, I'll go back and fix these figures. Throat is tick. That was weird. Okay. I'm pretty sure his eyes are red. Where's this reference I had for him? Let's pull it up top. Yeah, red and black. Perfect. Ah, wrong layer. Just had the fear of God instilled in me. Okay. And his thingies are also red. Okay, now let's fix. Let us fix. We start with hair. White. Okay, when I fix the rest of it, I'm gonna have to temporarily get rid of the blue. Gosh, why did I draw the hair like this? It made it so much more difficult to color. I make everything more difficult than it needs to be, clearly. I think that's the story of my damn life. Story of my damn life. What did I just say? I have to hide the blue to color. He's so white. That's what I say to Andreas every day. He's so white. Let's get this going. Someone is shouting downstairs. Yuck. Look at these nasty ass fingies. Because I gave up on drawing the hand. I don't have any more skin, so let's get into the black. Okie dokies. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. And we gotta color the teethies, because I think the teethies are actually colored. They're not black. They're teeth colored. In A? Yeah. They are. That is not the right layer. I'm not even gonna bother, like, shading this, just because it's gonna all be a blue overlay. And I've already spent almost 2 hours on this, which is, like, an hour and a half longer than I should have. Like, my man. My man. I decided I was gonna be extra on art that's not even for myself. Okay. Alright, Leon Kennedy. I think you were wearing a tan shirt. And you've got blonde hair. Doodle you in quick. That? Whatever. Whatever. He's only here because it's funny. Wait, why did I do that? No, he does wear gloves, don't he? Whoa, hold on. That is way too white. Too dark for a Japanese game character. Boy. Get him with that brown hoodie that you can't tell is brown. Might not even be brown. I don't heckin' know. I'm going off of thought process. Should I put a name tag about of this guy that just says useless player number 2? That'd be funny. Scribble, 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 scribble. How long this one has taken? I don't think I'm gonna get to my other thumbnails. Well, no, not true. I'll do them half-assed like I always do. Hi, Grady. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Ah! We're okay, guys. We're okay. I still have the color right there. Somehow that is not the color that I used before. Take off this blue. You look ridiculous. I clean up after I'm done, I promise. Right now I'm just trying to get it all colored. I'm on your... Oh, that's awesome! You're on your drum set, that's awesome. Drummers. I always wanted to learn how to drum, but that wasn't allowed in 4th grade band. Like, woodwind and brass instruments were. I wanted to do trumpet, but Dad said that's a man's instrument. So I had to do the flute because the flute's a girl's instrument. And I hated the flute. And we never learned how to play 6 months into the school year. We just learned how to put it together and blow into it. Sorry, guys. Can you tell I'm salty from my childhood? For stupid things. Not even like actual bad things, just stupid things. Get. Make this gray. Because I don't know what it looks like in the game. And I'll put a red cross on it. Because that was weird. My phone just buzzed. I mean, it like rang, but it didn't Alright, put the blue back on. I feel like it's too much blue. Jump Up Superstar is my favorite Mario song. You know, I don't know much about Mario. I did not grow up with Mario, and I've only played like 2 of the Mario games. And they were not modern, because one was on the Wii. But the other one was Mario Kart on the Switch. The first Switch, not the second Switch. You know, whatever. I wasn't a Mario kid, that was my point. I feel like maybe he ain't big enough. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. Wait. I feel like I made Andreas too little. But now he's too tall, because he ain't this tall. Can't wait for you to play Split Fiction. I love that game so much. I was gonna play it today, but my boyfriend stood me up. So now we gotta wait till, not next week, because I have Minecraft next week, but the week after. Curses! Alright, you know what? I'm calling it quits on this thumbnail. This is gonna be good enough. I spent 2 hours on it. DBD. I spent 2 hours on this thumbnail, which is way too long. Let me just throw it on a server. Assets. Art. Where is it? There we go. But I'm very excited to play Split Fiction. I've been wanting to play it for ages. But we've been waiting because we're both poor. And then I finally like, well, it's for the stream, so I'm gonna splurge and I'm gonna get it. Now, let me see. What thumbnails do I need for myself? Go to YouTube, see what streams I have coming up soon. Because I don't remember anything. I said I was going to make my Amori thumbnail, but I also mentioned that I was going to push that off until the new year. Just because it's a long game. I need to draw a Cult of the Lamb thumbnail. But we're going to do this... We're gonna do this in a simpler way than this because I went all out for no reason. Let's find a good screen cap of a Cult of the Lamb. Let's see, is there like a... Okay, we copy this. New. Paste. We turn lamb into me. And then that's that sorted. That will be that sorted quick. Very quick. There's so much. We'll still keep the eyes. Drippy, drippy, drippy eyes. Drippy, drippy, drippy eyes. Yep. And then I'll just put my arms like that instead. Let's put the cloak thing on. It's weird drawing my persona in this kind of way. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. There's the lines. Alright, this will be easy. Let's line that quick. We're not gonna do colored. We're not gonna we're not gonna do textured because I drove myself crazy with the last drawing with textured. That was a mistake. No, not that pen. What about... Yeah, that pen's fine. That pen is fine. Let's go. Do I put the liner thicker than that? Hi, Willow. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How do I draw myself? It's been so long, it feels. Actually, my bangs are currently more triangular than they are fluffy. I am hearing very strange noises from outside my room. I'm not quite sure what I hear, but they're very strange noises. The one time you don't have fluffy bangs. I need a haircut desperately, though. Because right now, my hair is like halfway down my back. And I prefer to keep it short, because it's easy to deal with then. No long hair for me. Great, how about you? I'm good, I'm good. I decided to do an art stream, because I have a lot of art I need to get done for the next few weeks. But it took me almost 2 hours to finish one thumbnail. Any plans for Thanksgiving? So, Thanksgiving this year is kind of weird for me. We don't usually do anything special except dinner with just me, mom, dad, and my brother. This year we're actually going to another family member's house, which is the first time since I was a pretty young kid, to be honest. So, like, I'm a little anxious for that. But just because I'm not good with people. I'm not good with people, so I'm a little nervous. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Unless, of course, I don't like their cooking. Then it will not be fine. Then I will be sad. Because I love to eat, because I'm a pig. Draw a little tiny neck. And poncho. Let's draw this bell first. That was actually a pretty good circle. What about you, Willow? What plan? Do you have any plans for Thanksgiving this year? Let's get that over there. That over there. I know a lot of people just skip right over Thanksgiving, so I actually really appreciate that you asked me about it. Christmas is the worst time of year for me, personally. Let's get this poncho on there. My hands are shaking. More this way. There we go. Weird, but okay, let's do this. I'm drawing myself more with a shirt recently instead of the sweater. Which I actually really like the shirt. I feel like I should make more of a whimsical design because like a lot of VTubers, they have like they're like monsters or bugs, and then you just have me and I'm just like your average Joe. Whereas who said it? I think it was Herb. I'm like goth Wendy's. Which was funny, but it made me think, like, maybe my design is not good enough. Maybe it's just too simple for being a pngtuber. Well, I hope you have fun anyway. Not that I know of, but I'll most likely be having it at my aunt's house or mine with my family. Oh, that's awesome! Do you like having Thanksgiving at your aunt's house? I don't know why I struggled to say that so much, but I did. Yes, that would be important to close the eye circle. Okay, awesome. Might have to make it bigger to cover the lamb exactly. Might be able to edit the lamb out, actually. Shouldn't be that hard. It's a pretty simple background. But it doesn't matter. Let's color ish in. Steal the colors right off of it. Well, that's about it. Now we gotta pull up my colors. I don't have a ref sheet for myself. Is that sad? I just take the colors off of emojis that I make for the channel. At least it's consistent, I guess. Yeah, she's great at cooking, though it does get really loud and I can't read much while I'm there. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't really like loud noises. So, like, I'm a little anxious about going over there for Thanksgiving. Especially because she, the family member I'm going to go eat at, she invited, there's going to be like 12 of us. And opposed to the 4 of us normally here, it's quite a bit. So I'm a little anxious about that. I have a tendency of getting overwhelmed and shutting down in situations where I'm very uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see if I can manage it. Worst comes to worst, I spend a few hours quiet in the corner. Which is also... Red is just not my color, man. As much as I love the color red, it just clashes too much with my hair. Especially this color red. I was gonna do my red stripes, but I feel like that'll clash more. Let's do it anyway. Let's just watch. Let's just match this red. Actually, let's clip that so I can make that easier. Oops. That's an interesting one, alright. Alright, now let's fix that hair that we boo-booed. Doesn't have to be perfect. What you're wearing, red? I sure am, but it's this shade of red that causes me issues. It's pretty... Ooh, that's an eraser tool. Causing myself problems. Woohoo! It's specifically this shade of red. It's just... I don't think it looks good with my, my colors. When I draw my persona, I usually draw it with darker red colors. Just because I think it helps it stand out more. Honestly, I would just have to design all black if it wasn't boring. I mean, I guess I could have an all black design as long as I make it somewhat more interesting. So right now I'm just wearing a striped shirt. I have a very, I feel like I'm boring in the terms of, pngtubers and VTubers. You got all these pngtubers and these VTubers, like, these elaborate models and designs, and then you just look at me and I'm like, hi, I'm just this normal human being. Hello, how are you doing? Which I don't really care. I don't need to be like them, but it makes me wonder if I would, I don't know, be better if I had a nicer design, or at least something a little more fancy. Either way, I don't have the time to work on it anyway right now. Yeah, okay. I think my parents are listening to Christmas music and singing at the top of their lungs. Okay, and then we just go here in the background. And then here in the background. background. Bing, bang, boom, I have taken over the thumbnail! Alright. Let us try this. Actually, I think I should be bright. Do I want it that bright though? Maybe. Okay, that's good enough for me. Pinkish orangish red color you don't like, or if you don't like your design because I don't like a lot of detail. That's how I am. I prefer simple. I don't. It probably helps that I have a very simple art style. I feel like if I started adding too many details, it just wouldn't be as nice looking. And in my opinion, it wouldn't be as nice looking. Bolt of the Lamb thumb. But we're gonna specify 1280 by 720 because it's got a weird size. Alright, well, there we go. I got my thumbnail. I can go and upload that right now while I'm talking to y'all. Let's see. Let's pop over here in the schedule. Wait, hold up. Why isn't it letting me look at the schedule stream? That's weird. I mean, is it because I'm live? Nah. No. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, let me add the thumbnail. Where is it? There it is. Cool. I'm excited about streaming that one. I had a lot of fun doing it on the 12-hour. Alright, so I finished the two thumbnails that I had planned to do. So what I'm gonna do is work on some refs for some characters. Because I don't have any refs for some of my characters, or they're really old. And if I do want to start animating again and drawing them more, I feel like I should have more modern references. Like, not from 2020. Let's start with Kato. I kind of started drawing him a ref the other day. Did I save that? No, I didn't. Actually, I changed it. I changed his hair. I made it more mellow. Now, a few years ago, I used to do a lot of those animation memes on my channel. Ugh. They're actually the reason why I have as many subscribers as I do. But I took I started doing less art on this channel, and then eventually I moved it to no art on this channel and started posting all of my animation memes on a secondary channel. So like all of my old animation memes are like uploaded there. Most of them aren't public, but I think I would like to redo them to help me get back into animating. And if I do, I'm definitely gonna share the art channel here. Although I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to find. Okay. I could also export this as a time lapse when I'm done with this, but I'm very iffy about posting art now because of all the AI stuff. Not that I don't think my art is good enough to get scraped for AI, but you never know. I always make that like it's such a long time since I've drawn, it's crazy. Not like this, anyway. Not for myself. It's a really long arm. Now, Kato's design is very simple. I think he's got the simplest design out of all my characters. He just wears a long sleeve t-shirt now. He used to have a lot more complicated design, but like, I'm sorry if you guys hear the dogs barking. Ugh. My parents let them out. And they like to stand right under my bedroom window and just yark, bark, yip, for like 10 minutes. It drives me crazy. And I don't know why they do it. They just stand there at the gate, under my window. Yip. Because they're little dogs. I really hope you guys don't hear him. It drives me crazy. And then he wears platform. The most interesting thing about his design is that he wears platform boots. My man. I always make the torso too long. Always makes the torso too long. Ugh. I feel like for most people, their legs are longer than their torso. And I mean, not most people. All people's legs are longer than their torso, obviously. But like, some people are more proportional. I am not proportional. Ugh, I hate it. Okay. Alright, anyway, let's get Kato in there. His arm is still very long. Well, I guess, logistically speaking, your hands go until your upper thigh, so it's not that long. The dog is now going after my cat because my parents don't take care of they don't stop it. Okay, there you go. Better. The only arms look like they're too short, but I don't think they are because let's see. They're probably still considered too long. Oh, whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so let's get that second sketch in there. I don't need to put that. Why did I do that? Who are you drawing? One of my characters. One of my OCs. I haven't made any refs for them in years, and I want to start animating again, so I figured I might as well update the refs. So that I can at least refer to them and have a specific color palette set. Especially because I've changed all of their designs over the years. But never, like, ever updated the refs. I still have the refs from, like, 2020. And unfortunately, none of my characters really look like their refs from 2020 anymore. Again, with drawing with a big-ass head. Oh, gosh, my eyes are bugging. Kato has earrings. A lot of earrings. Let me shrink that head a little. I feel like it's gigantic. And I never... I need to get back in the habit of drawing. I barely draw anymore. Can't imagine animating. I just started learning to draw. So, my relationship with animating and drawing in general is very mixed. I started drawing in 2016, and I drew pretty steadily until, like, 2022, maybe? Started animating in, like, 2020. But, it became it became a chore, so I quit animating and I quit drawing. So it's been years and years and I'm only just getting into drawing again. So if I can squeeze it, I want to get back into animating, because I always had lots of plans. Like, my animating was never good, but that's because I was still learning. But I would love to get back into it. I used to love drawing. I used to do that, like, all my free time. So here's to hoping we get back into that. I basically have to relearn everything that I've done. And it sucks. Like, I don't even remember how my art programs really work. So I'm, like, struggling to remember. But here we are. We persevere. There's still so many things that I want to learn myself. Like, I want to learn how to draw clothing better. I'd like to learn how to shade better as well. I feel like my shading is, like, subpar. Don't mind these fingers. They're awful. But I'm also barely trying. They're just scribbles right now. Folds and clothes confuse me to no end. Me too! I have no idea if I'm doing it right. I just scribble where I think the clothes would fall. Like, I feel like they bunch up around your joints the most. So that's where I always draw the folds. And no one's told me it's wrong yet! I think the folds are where most of the fabric lies. So, like, if you're wearing, like, an oversized shirt and it's resting on your hips, it's going to fold into your hips, I guess, if that makes sense. Hence why I fold the clothing, like, right here along this line, because that's where it hits the hips and that's where it's gonna, like, collide with each other. Space Destroyers. Hey, Ave, it's me, Bendy. I changed my name. Oh, hi, Bendy. Sorry I haven't been here, but I'm just saying hi and also good night because I can't stay awake, so yeah. That's okay, Bendy. Thanks for popping by. I hope you have a great night. I'd like to learn to draw shoes better, too, because feet and shoes are, like, my weakness. I really need to start, like, looking up tutorials and stuff. Because I never bothered learning, like, I've never watched an like, a proper art tutorial. Never. When I first started drawing, I'm like, I'm gonna jump right into this! And, like, didn't learn any of the basics that everybody else seems to know. So that it's really bad at times. You can definitely tell. But the plus side is I don't use a lot of references. Not that there's nothing wrong with references. Let me clarify. There's nothing wrong with using references. I've grown enough as an artist where I can see something in my mind and at least make it somewhat decently off of that. Like, this looks awful, but it's just a reference, so I don't really care. It doesn't need to be fantastic. I'm not even gonna line it. It's just gonna be a reference. I used to draw him with. I want to keep the eyebrow piercings. I want to keep the eyebrow piercings, bruh. I'll keep them. I like them. I think I'm at that point where I can start to see where all the shapes break down. That's a great place to be. I had a lot of fun playing with shapes. When I still have a lot of fun playing with shapes because you can do, like, the weirdest stuff. Like, you can just draw, like, a bunch of triangles like this and go from there, and it's really fun when you're in that shaping period because you can just fool around with whatever shapes you want and still come out with something at least somewhat decent. At least in my opinion. I need to get better at shaping. Everybody says there's this like the square that you have to draw in, and I'm like, what does that mean? I really should take an art class or something, bro. I'm gonna change this arm. I don't like it. I don't know why I rotated it. I should have just kept it straight. I feel like I made his shoulders too wide too, but I don't care. The shirt's way too big. Oh well, I don't care. And then he also always wears a scarf around his neck. Let's choose a different color for the line. And he always has one end that's really long in the back and one end that's really short in the front. Okay, this is Kato. 2025 edition. So let me steal some colors from a previous drawing of him. So I don't... Where am I? Art. OCs. Kato. I drew this picture of him the other day as a warm-up. I say as a warm-up, but then I never went on to draw anything else because my hand was cramping up. So hair. Ba-ba-ba. And then he's got his under hair. His roots. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. His eyebrows are also that color. Should have done the skin color first, but whatever. I swear he used to be darker than this. Did I No, I guess I've always made him this pale. Who am I thinking of? As predicted, I should have done the skin color first, but here we are. Won't be an artist journey without this. Let's grab that hair color again. His roots. Let's grab his eye color. Which you won't be able to see because I scribbled it. And then his scarf color. Get a bigger pen. And then his design's actually pretty easy. 90% of the time I won't even draw him with the scarf anymore. But technically it's in his design. But don't make sense if it's not the winter time. And then just a black shirt or sweater. Sometimes it's a sweater, sometimes it's a tank top. Ow, my hands are cramping. Gotta get back in the groove of drawing so my hands don't cramp nearly as much. What color did I make his shoes here? Okay, I still stuck to gray. That's fine. So, well, black, but gray. If I can avoid it, I never color in black. Okay. Okay. So we've got a ref for him. I'm gonna copy this and paste it. I'm gonna duplicate that because he does have the only exception to my don't draw with pitch black is in very rare cases like this one because he's got mutations. And I always draw the mutations in black. Always. It's a style choice. It's a design choice. And then this part of his eye is always black too. When he's like that. Bing, bang, boom. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. Let me Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting tired. Just because I've been drawing for so long. Today. I don't typically draw for this long.
Yeah.
Thank you for following, Meaty Chunk. Welcome to the party. I don't do art streams too often, but I'd like to start doing them more. Why do all the emojis have Santa Claus hats on? It's not Christmas yet. They should have turkeys on their head. And of course, I can't forget the cat. It was also all pitch black, but it's for lore reasons. We drawing a cat quick. That just has one big eye in the center of its head. Alright, cool. Save that as Klato Ref. We finally got a ref for him in the great year of 2025. Yippee! What do you normally stream? Usually a variety of games. I like to focus on. I stream games. I stream every Tuesday and Friday, different games. Like every other Friday, I stream Minecraft, where the audience picks the mod, and then every last Tuesday of the month, I do a community stream like Jackbox, Gartic, stuff like that. Everything in between those is whatever I want it to be. This is my first time doing an art stream since like 2019, maybe. It's definitely been a while. Okay, so now I'm gonna do Jax, who I have not... Have I made a reference for her at all recently? I have this old drawing, but it's not too far off. It's not too far off. So we'll go based off of that. We'll go based off of that reference. Of course, I never finished it. It looks like I sketched it and started the line art, and I just never came back to it, which is honestly a very fat mood. Thank you. I did it last year. Last year, I also tried to get back into art, but I just didn't. I had a rough year last year. The last like 3 years have been like really rough. And I'm finally getting like a hang of myself. I've once again made the head way too big. There we go. But the moment I start feeling better, I like overdo myself. I've been like slowly introducing my hobbies back one by one. My first introduction back was streaming. I guess this is technically my second one. Actually, we're gonna do this different. No. Up here. Better. Ignore this. This is just a general shape. It's not actually how it's gonna turn out. Sorry to hear that. I hope everything works out for you. Seem fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everything's going good. Everything is working out fine. I'm on a good track right now, and I'm happy. Not how I want her to be shaped. definitely gonna go back and fix that in, well, I mean, this is how she's supposed to be shaped. We'll go back and fix this in a bit. I just want to get this first. Big arms again. Always with the big arms. Because I don't realize sizing. So it looks like I did a big poofy bang here and a big bang here. And then the horns. Also poofy. Sticking out of the poof. Poof poof. And then did I do... Okay, so then she's got long ears, which I did like on that design. This might have been the last time I drew her, because her design hasn't changed much, just the outfit. We'll wait until the next sketch to do that, actually. And I think I want to give her a shirt tucked into pants. But like a tank top. A high-necked tank top shirt. Is that how I gave her there? I don't know, I didn't finish it. The good thing about art is that the more you do it, the better you get at it. So if you really want to get better at drawing, you just keep drawing. And you keep looking at art too. Watching people draw has helped me improve so much. When I first started out, I will readily admit I used to trace bases. I'd never trace other people's art, but I would trace bases. Like, I will fully admit that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I think everybody starts off tracing. But it's always good to improve. Drawing these lines really thick. Did I give her shorts? I did give her shorts here. Do I want to give her shorts here? She used to have shorts. But the shorts fit with the tank top I have planned. I think the longer pants would look better. I think I want to give her cargo pants. And like sneakers, like high top sneakers. I think she'd look cute with cargo pants, and I think they fit her personality a lot better than she previously wore. I wholeheartedly agree. I've kind of been drawing heads nonstop and can finally make a decent face with proportions. That's great! And if it helps at all, like I said, I've been drawing for 9 years now, and I'm still a mess when it comes to certain things. I'm only just starting to get good at making characters that look different from one another. For most of my beginning art years, for like the first 5-6 years, they always had the same face because it was the only face I knew how to draw that looked good. And like now, after more practice, you just keep improving. That and seeing people on Twitter be like, you have same face syndrome, definitely helps. A little heartbreaking, but it definitely helps. Wait, how did I draw her eyes before? Ah, similar to this. Too many backs, too many backs. She's a goat. How did I draw her nose? Oh, good. That's exactly how I was thinking of drawing the nose. Like goat nose. Goat nose. tried to find a Discord art server, but couldn't find any. Yeah, it's hard. And I like to post. I can't even say that I'd consider. I would say my old server used to be very art oriented, but I don't even have that server anymore. I deleted it, unfortunately. We still post art on it. It's just my server's dead. It's dead. But now that I'm starting to get back into art, I'm hoping that I will resurrect it with a ton of art. But that's something that I always looked for as well. I want to be a part of a community that's going to help me grow, but I could never find art servers. I've never been able to find these public PNG and VTuber servers that supposedly exist. But, like, it is what it is. You should post on it. I'd like to see what you make. Oh, thanks, Meaty Chunk. I appreciate that. I'm hoping that if I stick to drawing, everything will work out just fine. It's kind of like cotton candy. Ears. I step on that ear. I saw nothing. I don't like that eye. It's bugging. There we go. That is so much better now that I cleaned that up. Ah. I so much like this design. So much better when she's fluffy. I felt like she was so generic before for her. Let me see if I can find some of her previous. I have her here somewhere. So she had a very, I feel like, generic, like, oh, this is a demon girl design. Like, I liked her design before, but it's very different than what it is now. And I like how it is now. I think it gives her a lot more character. For sure. Alright. Neck. All my characters need a good redesign and ref. It's been ages. I feel like I've neglected them. I've neglected my characters for so long. It's time I actually do stuff with them again. Oop. Let's get in there. Oop. Cotton candy hurt. It's hard to be intimidating. I see. When I first had the character, I wanted her to be. I don't know. She originally was supposed to be like this whole lovable but kind of scary character, but I decided to just, why does she need to be scary or lovable, and or like, I leaned more into the lovable side, which I feel like for her background and for who and what she is, I feel like the lovable side is definitely better than the scary side. The scary side just never really fit her. And like not saying her previous design was scary in any way, but like I don't know. It just I don't think it quite fit her as well as this current design does, and I'm glad. I'm glad I took advice for this. Cuz I always felt she was just too much of a generic demon OC. Now she's fluffy and more goat-like, which I think is cute. I think she also has goat hooves, but I don't know how to draw those, so she's just gonna stick with normal feet until I learn how to draw those. Normal feet are perfectly okay with me until I learn how to draw better features. I think I made this arm really skinny. She's not supposed to be skinny. She's a little oversized. Fluffy. Wait, hold on. Oh, how? Did I draw the hands in reverse? I drew the hand in reverse. I was like, wait, hold up, and I'm holding my hands up to make sure I did it right, and I did not do it right. And did I give her, did I keep, okay, I did keep the demon tail, because I couldn't remember if I gave her a goat tail, or if I kept the demon tail, but I definitely kept the demon tail, which was the first thing that I really designed on her, and liked. Makes sense. Boom! Now we gotta get her colors. Which are pretty much just the same as these. Oop. Close this now. Let's get some colors on her. Hair. So the tops of her ears are her hair color because they're fuzzy. Okay. See that? Boom, 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 boom. Getting a lot of messages all of a sudden. What's going on? What's happening on the server? I'm like coloring outside of the lines so bad. It's so funny. Do we want the purple? Do we want the blue ones? I'll do purple. And a cute little pink nose. Yeah, that's not that color pink. That color pink is so much better. So what clothes do you have on here? Yeah, no. She's gonna be wearing like a lilac pink shirt. A pink? Purple. My bad. I'm like dumb. I'm like spacing out now. It's almost the end of the stream. It's probably why I'm exhausted. Work be tough. that's a good color. And we'll give her some... Her Converse can be pink. I think that'll be good. Completely redid her clothes. That's okay, I like that. Perfect. Sometimes, however, her eyes are this color. Okay. And this is Jax 2025. Why they switch color? So she uses when she's okay, so there's some context to the world that these characters all are in. There was a recent war between what the humans consider monsters and humans, and they're very racist. The more unhuman you look, the more racist you are. So when she's around humans, she tends to make herself look more human, and green is more of a natural color than purple is for eyes. Okay, so let's save this. Jax Ref 2025. What is all this? Oh, do I have time to do another one? Oh, I've got so many to do. Let me make a list of everyone that I have to make a ref for. Because then I'll at least have an idea of what I'm... Oops. Let's pop that open. She had the long ears and horns and the... Well, she... Part of her powers is like illusion sort of magic. So she's able to hide most of it with the magic. Like, there's still there if someone can look past magic. But to those who can't, she looks pretty normal. Okay, let's... What characters? So I got Kato and Jax. They are done. Oops, Jav. Of course. They're done. So I need a ref for Kenna. Esther. Vin. Karma. Katie. Aether. Alaric. I feel like I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? That's gonna bug me. Oh gosh, who am I missing? I don't know. I'm sure I'll remember later. Oh! Conrad. That's one. I still feel like I'm missing someone, though. And the worst thing is, I'm not gonna remember. Am I missing someone? I got Vin. He's the one I typically forget, because I haven't done much with him yet. Oh, Willow! That's who I was forgetting. Willow. I think that's everybody. Pretty certain that's everyone. Checking through all these, old sketches. Yep, that's everyone. That's a lot of refs to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 refs. I'm just gonna call it here. If I do another art stream in the future, I can do more refs. Ugh, maybe next week. Who knows? That really depends on my work schedule. If my work schedule goes good, I might start doing more art streams. There must be quite a bit of lore behind these characters. Yeah, I would say so. There's at least 10 years of lore for most of these. Characters like Conrad and Willow and Katie and Alaric and Vin, they're all new. Oh, and Esther, they're all new. But Karma and Aether and Kenna and Jackson Kato, they were my first characters. They were my very first characters after I started drawing. And there's like short stories written about them and role plays and videos, and I went crazy on them for a while. And now I gotta get back to it because they're the ones that I want to animate. Anyway, I'm gonna end here because I'm falling asleep. But I will be live again on Tuesday. I'm not sure what time yet because of work. I explained it at the beginning of the stream. My work schedule's changing for the Christmas time, so I don't know when I'll be streaming yet. But it definitely will happen more. You should definitely do more art streams. I want to. I also want to do karaoke streams. I used to do those a lot too. Maybe something to work into the fold in the new year. Alright, thank you so much, Meaty Chunk, for hanging out. And thanks everybody else for lurking and stopping by. And I wish everyone a good night. Ignore the schedule because I don't know what it's gonna be next week. But here's the end card. Bye!